Muskan Garg, can you hear me? Muskan, can you hear me?
क्या लाई? मैरून लगा, मैरून। और कौन सा लाई? और कौन सा लाई? बस मैरून ही लगाएंगे। ये निकल नहीं रहा। अच्छा, ये उसके साथ है ना, तेरे बॉर्डर के साथ। क्या नहीं निकला? ये पुराना। अच्छा, ये ऐसे बटन मेरे पास भी है, मेरे थोड़े फ्लैट है।
Why students are not joining?
पानी बंद हो गया। हाँ, ये पानी बंद। ये तो करीब
Good afternoon, everyone. Please keep marking your attendance. Write your name, roll number, branch, semester. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you all hear me? बच्चों आवाज आ रही है? Okay, good beta, good. Okay. So in the morning, we were discussing articles and we were discussing omission of indefinite articles. Okay. We were discussing where A is not used. Let me start where we left. You should not use article A after what kind of and what sort of. Example, what sort of a novel it is. This is wrong sentence. जो बच्चे 5th सेमेस्टर में हैं उनको बेटा एमकेट एग्जाम के अंदर करेक्टिंग द सेंटेंस में आएगा. आपको पता होना चाहिए यहाँ पे क्या गलती है. So please circle A and mark multiplication sign over it. This A should not be used. The correct sentence is what sort of novel it is. Similarly, what kind of a movie it is. It is wrong. What kind of movie it is the correct sentence. Okay. Next rule, where you should not use a and an. You should not use indefinite article before some uncountable nouns. You should not use article before some uncountable nouns like. Now I will be telling you many words. You simply have to keep putting comma between these words. Okay? जो बच्चे अभी आए हैं, please listen. You should not use indefinite article a and an before uncountable nouns like. Now start writing. Furniture, stationery, poetry, scenery, perfumery, damage, luggage, baggage, postage, traffic, offspring, information, advice, abuse, telephone, etc. You should not use a or an before these words. Everyone got it? Any doubts till now? Now, come back to where we were writing uses of article the. I told you to leave 3-4 lines. I forgot to tell you, the can also be used before some newspapers. Name of newspapers: The Tribune, The Times of India, The Hindustan Times, The Pioneer, The Economic Times. The can also be used before some historical buildings. The Taj, the Red Fort, etc. Okay, now coming to uses of indefinite article. जहां पे मैंने बोला था ए और एन यूज करते हैं, वहां पे नोट कीजिए, they can be used before acronyms. A, C, R, O, N, Y, M, S. Acronyms are short forms. Now it depends whether your acronym is starting with consonant or vowel. If it is a consonant, then A will be used. It's a vowel, then N will be used. Let's take example. He is a DU student. That means Delhi University student. He is a PU student. Punjab University student. Then I said it depends from where it begins. Now take example of he is an IIT. Because I is beginning with vowel. That's way even in the acronym you have used and. So depending whether it's consonant or vowel. Next example, she is an MBA. Here in writing, M is consonant, but in pronunciation, it is vowel. So it will always be an MBBS, an MBA. Next rule. If or when noun is modified by an adjective, that means if before the noun we are using adjective, then choice of A and N depends on initial sound of adjective that immediately follows noun. In plain and simple words, if we have used an adjective before noun, the choice of a and an will depend on whether the adjective is beginning with consonant or vowel. Let's take both the examples of consonant and vowel. First one, consonant. अगर एडजेक्टिव कॉन्सोनेंट से स्टार्ट है तो हम ए लगाएंगे, अगर एडजेक्टिव वोवल से स्टार्ट है तो हम एन लगाएंगे. लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल. अ ब्यूटीफुल umbrella. Here before umbrella we are using beautiful, so our choice of will depend on what adjective is, not on umbrella but on beautiful. So we are using a beautiful umbrella. Next example, an unusual story. An unusual story. Here story is consonant, but the adjective we use before it is beginning with vowel, so we are using an. Similarly, a European. यूरोप से पहले हम ए इसलिए लगाते हैं बिकॉज इट इज बिगिनिंग विद YOU in pronunciation. Next rule, a and an is used to indicate membership of a group. I am a journalist. When we say I am a journalist, that means I am a member of a large group of professionals known as journalists. That's why we are using a when someone is part of the big group. Here, journalist was consonant. Let's take example of vowel. She is an Indian. Now, she is part of a big country, and Indian, it's beginning in pronunciation with vowel. That's why we are using an. Plain and simple. Now, this completes our use of a and an, and also omissions of a and an. शुद्ध भाषा में हम ए और एन कब लगाएंगे, कब नहीं लगाएंगे. Okay, now I'm going to give you exercise which you people have to do it at home. Chaliye, all of you please note it down. I'm going to give you fill in the blanks, and I want all of you to do this exercise. First one, I have just had dash. ये fill in the blanks है, यहाँ पे कुछ भरेंगे आप. Great idea. Second one, Columbus was one of dash first people to cross dash Atlantic. अब इसमें आप ए भरोगे, एन भरोगे या दो लगाओगे, इट्स अप टू यू. Next one, dash British drink too much tea. Next to this, please mark important. This you will get in your MCAT or placement drives. जो बच्चे 5th और 6th सेम के हैं, please mark important. Next one, dash Thames flows into dash North Sea. Again, mark this important. This has been picked up from previous placement placement paper. All this fill in the blanks I'm giving you, very important for 5th and 6th semester. Next one. John earns $20,000 dash month. Next one. Dancing dash more interesting activity than reading. Mark this sentence, also important. Next one. As dash captain of dash ship, I have dash complete authority. Mark this, important. 5th and 6th semester and MBA first time. MBA people, if you are to appear for the placement drives, even postgraduates. Next one. What's on WHAT apostrophe S? That means what is, what's on dash TV today. Next one. He was doing 80 miles dash R on dash motorway. Next one. You are dash first to reach the top. Now the point is, you will be asking me, sir, how are we going to attempt this? Plain and simple. All those who attended my class, previous 2 classes, I have given you rules where the can be used, where the can be omitted. The can be omitted, but in some cases it can be added. I had given you exceptions also. Similarly, I explained where A can be used, where A is to be omitted, where and can be used, where and is to be omitted. Please study all the rules before attempting the exercise. I want, once you go through this exercise, it should be in your head permanently. You should understand rather than mugging it up. Next one. The people who live in dash Netherlands are called dash Dutch. Next one. Did you read dash book I gave you? Next one. Okay, if there is no article, you can write no article. Copper is useful material or metal. Sorry. Copper is dash useful metal. He is not dash honorable man. Himanshu beta, check the rule which said you cannot use before material. वो वाले रूल के हिसाब से इसको भरना. Honest men speak dash truth. Varanasi is dash holy city. French is dash easy language. Next, who is the girl? मैंने तो आंसर बोल ही दिया. Please cancel. Which is dash longest river in India? Which is dash longest river in India? She has come without dash umbrella. Mumbai is dash very dear place to live. She is dash.
Sir, repeat last one.
Mumbai is dash very. आप डियर की जगह बेटा कॉस्टली लिख लो. मुंबई इज वेरी कॉस्टली प्लेस टू लिव. She is dash untidy girl. Last one, dash French drink a lot of wine. So these are few of the fill in the blanks that I gave you. Please attempt them. Now I can see around 90 students present, but only 55 have marked their attendance. Rest of you, please mark your attendance. कुछ बच्चों ने बेटा अटेंडेंस नहीं लगाई है, लगा दो. Please mark your attendance. Now we'll come to the next chapter very quickly. Very small things. I will want you to attempt that also. It is called conjunctions. Conjunctions can be defined as part of the speech that connects two words, sentences, phrases, or clause. So in other words, conjunctions are the words that will connect two sentences. In your exam, you will be given two sentences. Now you will have to remove the full stop and make it into a single sentence. Now the point is, what is the perfect word that you will use to join these two sentences? Okay. Now these words, since I said they connect two sentences, They are also called, please note, they are also called connectors, joiners, linkers. Connectors, joiners, linkers, because they perform the function of connecting. I'm going to give you small words and I want you to attempt them. Please note down what are connectors. And, but, yet, since, due to, so that, because of, as well as, whereas, otherwise, though, although, even though, as long as a result, in order that, as soon as, in spite, despite of. Now, let me give you small examples so that you can understand how they can be used. Now, listen to this very carefully. Villagers are poor. Full stop. They are happy. Now, how to use a conjunction and form a yes, but can be used, Mansi beta. Villagers are poor, but they are happy. But I would like you to put this sentence in Hindi for yourself and see. Is it appropriate? आप अगर अपने मन में इस वाक्य को हिंदी में बोल करके देखो तो आपको क्या समझ में आता है? गांव के लोग गरीब हैं और दूसरा वाक्य था वो खुश हैं. हमने इसको एक बनाया. गांव के लोग गरीब हैं फिर भी खुश हैं. So the appropriate word is yet. Y-E-T. फिर भी खुश हैं. Okay? Similarly, how you will use as soon as. I'm going to give you a sentence in Hindi. वो जैसे ही रेलवे स्टेशन पे पहुंचा ट्रेन चल पड़ी. वो जैसे ही रेलवे स्टेशन पे पहुंचा ट्रेन चल पड़ी. As soon as he reached the railway station, the train started. और वो जैसे ही सोने गया फोन की घंटी बज गई. Yes, beta. Mansi, you are correct. The train left. Now, similarly, please note down the words unless and until. In my next class, I will be telling you and explaining each of these words. What is difference between unless and until? What is difference between for and since? What is difference between in spite of and despite? इन शब्दों में कैसे भेद करेंगे? And where we will use although and even though. How to use although, even though. And how to use in order that. Or how to use as a result of. We will be discussing in our next class. I hope whatever we taught today, we learned today, it is clear to everyone. If anybody has any questions, please ask me. I still have 1 minute to go. किसी को कुछ पूछना है बेटा? Please clear your doubts. किसी को कोई बात समझ में नहीं आई? You may ask me. Anyone? Any questions? Any doubts? Okay.